If it feels like millionaires know something about building wealth that maybe you don't know, take some heart this afternoon. It's not impossible for you to start building wealth as well. Here to share some proven steps that you can begin applying now is money and business expert Derrick Kinney. Hi, Derrick.
Hi, Jason. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. It's always great to see you, but especially when you're talking about helping people to build wealth, because I think so many people struggle with that just in the day-to-day. So let's dive into it here. You say that one of the biggest secrets of everyday millionaires is that they don't care about looking rich. Explain what that means and why it's important.
Well, this might be very personal, but so many people spend money they don't have to buy things they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. And it costs them lots of money. Quick story, when I had my financial planning firm, I sold it a couple years ago, one of the top in the country. There was a doctor that came in looking for help. They made $1 million a year, which to most people would be the dream. They were spending $1.1 million a year, but didn't want to give up their lifestyle because of how it might make them look. Clearly, they were a paper millionaires. We in Texas say, big hat, no cattle. Don't do that. Rule number one.
Yeah, so stop trying to impress other people, especially the ones that you don't even care about in the first place, impressing. Right. So Derrick, you say that millionaires also do something different than a lot of people when their paychecks come in. What is it that they're doing that a lot of people are missing?
One thing that we find, and I found this in helping a lot of clients become millionaires, they weren't born that way. They were first generation, but we set up their investments like a bill. So many people, if we're being honest, they tend to wait until the end of the month, what's left over, that's what they save. And typically there's more month left than there is money, thus no savings. So the moment you get that check, instantly, I like to give 10% to my local church or a cause you care about, and then invest the money right off the top and then live off the rest. That one habit, by getting the money in soon, lets the money work harder for you, but also guarantees that that money is going to be working hard for your future. That's the key. Okay,
and so I'm thinking about this, in terms of my own life when you're saying that, Derrick, and people go, well, I can't do that right now or whatever. But really, what happens, I guess, when you start setting that at the beginning of everything else, it affects the decisions of the other expenditures that you're taking on in life.
That's exactly right. I like to think about it as required versus optional. There's so many things that are like, I want to spend money on that, but is this going to help me get closer to my goal? Often it's not. And when you make that decision, it can help you save a lot of money and build a better future for yourself.
Yeah, I think about a lot of the things in my life that I think are required, but they're really optional. Okay, so let's talk about this. We got hot stocks, of course. There's sports betting these days, some get-rich-quick ideas. There's crypto. There's stuff everywhere. How do millionaires tend to think differently when it comes to investing?
Yeah, this is contrary to what most people think. They've got to go into complicated stuff. Surely they're into these secret investments most of us don't know about. Actually, no. What most millionaires do is they focus their time on making money, doing what they're good at, which is typically their job or their own business. They invest in what are called exchange-traded funds or index funds. So for the most popular option that I would put clients' money into is the S&P 500 index, which is basically 500 companies managed by the brightest men and women around the country. You put money in, it's as though you own parts of 500 companies without you having to do any work at all. You simply do what you're good at, invest money, and let that money work hard for you. That's the key that most people don't talk about, but it helps people become millionaires over time.
I blabbered and ate up all of our time here, Derrick, but can you give me a really super fast answer? Do we have to cut out fun in order to bank the money?
No, keep at least one thing in your life that's fun. So many people think I've got to live on rice and beans. I can't have any fun in my life. No. No fun means you're going to splurge and blow your budget. Have some fun. It'll keep you motivated to make those tough choices.
Thanks for giving us the permission structure and the advice there, Derrick. Great as always. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.